It's 6 o'clock on the second day of free agency, and the Hornets have signed Ish Smith. From Shams, free agent guard Ish Smith has agreed to a one-year deal with the Charlotte Hornets, sources tell The Athletic Stadium. What are the replies saying? The replies are off topic. Let's not worry about that. Before we look at Ish Smith, the player, let's talk about the need right now. The Hornets, with the departures, plural, of Devontae and Malik, have two big spots on the roster to fill. They drafted James Bouknight 11th overall. He seems to be the heir apparent, like long-term heir apparent to Terry Rozier, but the immediate replacement for Malik Monk. The Hornets still need a playmaker off the bench. They can keep things flowing when LaMelo is not available, right? Who is that going to be? I was still hoping for Patty Mills. Those dreams were dashed early on today. We saw Kendrick Nunn get snatched up by the Lakers. A lot of pieces, a lot of point guards going other places. So it was a matter of time before the Hornets landed somebody, but the options were real limited because players are signing left and right. So, which brings us to now. Ish Smith is our guy, and he's our guy. He's from Charlotte. He was born in Charlotte, went to school in Concord, went to Wake Forest, a little local flavor to kind of, fill that Devontae hometown sized hole. He's not the player of Devontae, but I think he could be a fan favorite like Devontae in a certain aspect or two when you look at his background. Ish Smith, last season in 44 games, 6.7 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 43% from the floor, 36% from three, 57% from the free throw line's a rip. But hey, what he would be doing here in Charlotte would be backup. LaMelo's cover. He's not going to replace Devontae because Devontae's number is, by comparison, not even close, right? More realistically, he'll be a better version of Brad Wanamaker, right? That's the expectation. Wanamaker's numbers last year, 5.5 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and compared to Ish Smith's 6, 3, and round up to 4 for the assists. So him being an 11-year pro, I think that is his biggest asset. Anything he delivers on the court, besides just kind of keeping things alive, I doubt we'll be asking him to win any games for the Hornets, right? His role as the backup point guard is just keep things floating. And I think he can do that. Plus him being 33 years old, being 11-year pro, that experience is needed. This Hornets team is very young, and it somehow got younger with the departure of Malik and Devontae. So having a veteran, a grown-up, an adult on the team is never a bad thing, right? The Hornets have to try to strike that balance between the vets and the youth. It's also worth noting that he's been in the playoffs, either as involved, played in the playoffs, or just on a team that was in the playoffs in the first round, the conference semis. He's been there before, either as a player or as a bench guy, which is something. It's something. So as far as a signing goes, this offseason as the first acquisition during this free agency period, it's kind of like a meh on the excitement scale, but he's a backup point guard. What more do you want? I am glad the Hornets have their veteran backup. I had my heart set on Patty Mills, but obviously that didn't work out. Ish Smith as LaMelo's backup seems all right. Hopefully this won't be the only signing during this free agency period. I still have a ton of faith in Mitch Kupchak in the front office. I think they've bodied this offseason as a whole. There's some things with the Malik Monk situation doesn't feel right in my chest, but the Devontae deal I think is a very good deal because that first round pick could be very valuable because I think the Pelicans are on the way down. Obviously with Mason Plumlee and draft night, they killed it. So all in all, the offseason's going pretty well for the Hornets. There's still some work to be done here, but I'm pretty okay with Ish Smith coming to Charlotte. I think LaMelo and some of the other guards, if they come back, can learn from Ish because of his NBA experience. 11-year pro. You can only get that by earning it. Being in the league that long is its own skill set. And he's got another year on his resume now that he's in Charlotte. But what do you think about Ish Smith coming to Charlotte? What other moves do you want the Hornets to make before all the other players in the free agent market get snatched up? Hit me up in the comments. You can tweet me, send me a message on Instagram. But yeah, Ish Smith, welcome to Charlotte.